That Robbie Mullen was in my gaff, yeah, but I'm not here because I encouraged violence. It's because I refused to open my devices, that was it. Under Schedule 7, which is an offence.
Mate, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Would I like to go back to the UK? Yeah, of course I would. Of course, that's where I was fucking born. That's where I want to die. That's where I want to live out me fucking me life. I'd like to help. I mean, the only fucking activism I can do is on fucking Telegram and on these fucking streams. So it's not even, you know, it's nothing compared to fucking what we could be doing back home. Because I don't want to go to jug while my little girl's still not even fucking.
Why would you go prison exactly?
Right, I got pulled going into the UK for me mate's wedding. I didn't know I was on some sort of list at this point, and they told me to open my phone, and I had a GoPro as well, and they told me to open that, and I had a laptop, and they told me to open that, and I refused, and when you get pulled under Section 7 of the Terrorism Act, you're not allowed to have a solicitor present.
So there's no warrant for you currently now?
No, what happened? I'm not 110% sure how it works.
How did Paul Golding get around it then? If you can't get around it,
Paul Golding, he went to court. He went to court. I think he got a no further action. I think that Ashley said. I think he got no further action, but I'm not 100% sure on his case. And it's a bit different with Paul Golding. Paul Golding is a member of a Zionist organisation. I wasn't. The other thing is, when you get pulled under Section 7, you don't get the right to.
Is that why you joined PA then?
I have some faith in you a couple of years ago, but for all I know, you are a proper copper. That's why National Action could have gone down. Because you have fled, and Chris has told us you were flying around places like Dubai or Arab Emirates or wherever. We know that you've got some wedge, mate. You went on the run and you got some wedge in your pocket.
What business of yours?
You're a Fed, mate. So 1 minute National Action, everyone's getting rounded up. Then all of a sudden you're allowed to just live abroad with plenty of cash on the hip. No one's messing with you. You're full of shit, mate.
Yeah, I legged it, mate, the second I got prescribed.
You legged it, did you? Oh, that was easy. Yeah, with your family and everything, just a piece of piss. No one stopped you at the airport, nothing, no?
Well, what they do is, Vin, they come to your house and they say, your group is about to be prescribed as a terrorist organisation. You have until the 16th of December to not be a member anymore, because anybody who is a member after that date is a member of a terrorist organisation.
So you didn't just leave the membership and live your life in your own country?
No, I never.
So wait, you're telling me you had a get out clause, you could have renamed it or started a new organisation, but you fucked off all the same. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, they did rename it. They renamed it.
So why are you in Spain then, Charlie?
They did rename it.
So why are you in Spain then?
I'll tell you if you let me.
Hurry up.
Get me words on. Would you like to hear what my answer to your question?
You're sitting there thinking, aren't you?
I'm not thinking about fuck all. You know?
I'm very suspicious of you, Charlie, mate. So what you're telling me is, all you had to do was say, OK, I'm no longer in that organisation, and you wouldn't have to rip your wife and children away from their country. Is that what you're telling me, Charles?
We were going to move to Spain anyway. I used as an excuse to spare us.
Oh, so it's an excuse you didn't have to flee?
Well, no, I didn't at that time.
So that's all bollocks then? So that's all been bollocks? So the whole time you've been saying you had to flee is bollocks? Is that what you're telling me?
Do you want the actual answer to the question that
Hurry up.
Or do you want to just keep talking over me?
Dinny, you're such a cunt.
So we come over.
So's your mum.
We were here for about a year. And then after being here for about a year, my mate was getting married. Long story, he was getting married in Cyprus. There's no direct flight from Spain to Cyprus, so we had to fly through the UK. So we get off the flight in the UK, we get detained. Me and my bed. And they said, you're fucking detained under Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act, blah, 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 blah. Open your fucking phones. And I had GoPro as well for the wedding. He said, open your phones and your devices. Long story this, so I'm not going to tell it all right now. I'll tell it all the time. I've told it fucking time and again. But
no,
I
you
refused to open the devices because they kept the kids in a separate room to me and my bed. And when I found that out, I refused to open the devices, refused to give them biometric data. Just fucking told them to fuck off, basically. Open my suitcase.
But this is once you're abroad, where you didn't have to go, isn't it?
Lay down in the living.
Char, that's once you're abroad, isn't it? The place you didn't actually legally have to go.
Yeah, we went here because we wanted to move here.
So you wanted to move there. You're not an ethno-nationalist
Yeah.
or an English nationalist or a nationalist towards the British Isles at all, are you?
I'm
Who
not
cares
sure
about
how you
British
draw-
Isles?
I'm
British
not
You're no
Isles
different than
is-
Dion, are you?
I'm not sure.
You
how
work
you
for the
draw
state
that
and you've left the
from, what
country
I've
and you're
just told you.
screaming in from the outside. What's the difference between you and Dion?
I'm not sure how
What's the
you
difference
could
between
work
you
that
and
out from what
Jakes
I've
and
just told
Latte or Dangerfield?
you. I'm not sure the work out. I've just told you. You're making very, very strange inferences from the information that you've been given.
No. I've now discovered, which you've never made clear, that you didn't have to flee, and that's all bollocks. So thank you very much for this, Char. And if you do decide to go on record, I will be waiting with lots and lots of stuff. And I really appreciate this phone call.
Went to some piece of fucking Canada.
An entrapment agent that's asking someone honest questions. That makes no sense. Right, so thank you very much for this wonderful recording, Charlie.
That Robbie Mullen was in my gaff, yeah, but I'm not here because I encouraged violence. It's because I refused to open my devices, that was it. Under Schedule 7, which is an offence.